Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's the end of the year. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year. I'm going to try and film this one without swaying side to side because I noticed the last one, because I've started filming this standing up, I tend to move a lot more like this and it gets really annoying. I know. So I'm going to try not to do that. This is where a bit later on you'll be screaming at the screen saying like, Rose, you're doing it again. So we're here to play my TBR game. It's Wheel of TBR. I got my trusty prompts to go on this wheel. So we're going to spin this wheel 5 times to choose 5 books. Every time I'll wipe the prompt off and replace the prompt with a new one from this jar. Now the one that always stays on is Gwen Chooses, because we like playing that game and so far it's come up every single TBR game. Now I can't remember what we ended on last year, or last TBR game, not last year, it's not been a year. So I'm going to leave these on. We're going to start again. I've written new prompts, I've refreshed the jar, it's completely full with lots of new prompts. So we're just going to do a fresh start, a fresh year, a fresh new year. So without further ado, let's do the first spin for book number 1. So close to Gwen Chooses. Honestly, it comes up every time. So we've got to choose a book that's a YouTube favourite. So I'm going to go and look at my shelves and yeah, find one that's a YouTube favourite. So we're on the floor of my office. I've got different shelves around the house, so I thought I'd come here first. The bedroom shelves are a bit messy and I kind of don't want to film them if I'm going to be honest. So YouTube favourite, one that I've seen doing well on YouTube. All the Virgin Suicides. It's kind of an old one, but I've definitely found that on YouTube. That's where I got the recommendation from. So that's an option. I remember OK Days doing really well at the time as well. So another option. Oh, hold on. I think I know. This is probably the one I've seen the most of recently. So for YouTube favourite, we're going to go for Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. So for book number 1, we have gone for Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I've really enjoyed Coco Mellors' previous book, though I can't remember what this one's about, to be honest. I got this from the charity shop for 50p, and I nearly bought it the week before, full price, so I was really happy with this bargain. I'm going to read the blurb and then I'm going to summarise it for you. So we're following different sisters. One of the sisters has passed away and I think they're very different sisters, and we're looking at their relationships since that sister passing. So they reunite in their childhood home in New York, and I think the 3 of them help each other through their grief. So I think this is going to be kind of deep if I'm honest. But yeah, excited for it. So that's book number 1. So I'm going to replace the prompt with a new prompt. So we'll pick one out of the prompts jar. So the second prompt going on, oh, this one's falling out, so I'm going to choose this one, a pink one. So the one going on the wheel is, I really hope this doesn't come up. It's TBR Vet. I'm going to replace the prompt. TBR Vet definitely scares me a little bit because I know all of my books that are there have been on there for so long. I probably need to do a bit of an unhaul. Okay, prompt number 2 for book number 2. We've got Person on the cover. Would have worked well for this one, but let's go and have a peruse at the shelves and see what we can find. I've had some new books for Christmas, so I'm going to see if I can get one of those in the TBR. I tell you what, filming these YouTube videos gets my steps in because my house is on 3 floors and some of my books are on the very top floor, so I ran all the way up, all the way down, and I had 2 options for Person on the cover. The first one is We Could Be Rats, which I just got for Christmas. This was on my last year's books I'm excited for coming out in 2025, and is one that I didn't get round to but super excited for. And the other one is Delivery Woman, and there is a woman here who I think is naked. And this is a short story collection that I picked up from a book fair a few months ago. But I know which one I'm going for, if I'm going to be honest. I brought that one down in case I can fit it on. It's We Could Be Rats. I'm really excited for it. I've seen really good things about it on BookTube and Bookstagram. So all I know about this one is we follow two different sisters, and there is a love letter. I don't know if it's to their childhood, to each other, to a romantic love letter, I'm not sure, or if the book is being described as a love letter to childhood, but I just know that that's how it's being described. I know the sisters are very different, which is really similar to me and my sister. We're really different. We get along really well, but we're just very different people. And I think this is about the two sisters coming back together and building that relationship and working on themselves and maybe helping themselves through their relationship as well. So very a sistery month. So let's pick another prompt to replace person on the cover from the jar. So going from one off the top, which I should probably do because I think my oldest ones are at the top. Okay, we have got second hand. Just going to replace this one on the wheel. Okay, for book number 3, this is spin number 3. So close to TBR Vet. I've got graphic novel. I'm not sure if I've got any unread graphic novels on my shelf, so we might be buying a book. Oh no, how awful. If only I had some Waterstones vouchers that I got for Christmas. But let's go and have a look first before I buy a book to check that if I've got any graphic novels on my shelf. So I ran all the way back upstairs again, and we have just 2 to choose from. So we have got Ali by Junjitu, who I'm a little bit scared of because I don't like horror and I think it's horror. And then we've got a sci-fi, which again is a genre that I don't get on well with, especially when it is like safe space type sci-fi. We just don't vibe well. So this is Save Yourself. Both of these I've been through subscription services, and they've been on my TBR for ages. I know which one I'm going to go for because it's slightly shorter and I'm really intimidated by this one. I'm going for Save Yourself. This is by Bones Leopard and Kelly and Nicole Matthews. I will say though, it looks really super cute, which is my kind of vibe in a graphic novel. I love these warm tone colours. So I think I might like this, and one of my favourite graphic novels is actually Chew. I've read most of those, and that's sci-fi, kind of thrillery. So, you know, I could be surprised because I wouldn't have put myself down as enjoying Chew. Also, this has LGBTQIA+ representation, which I haven't read much of in graphic novels. Graphic novels I've read from with those themes are Giant Days. Of course, Heartstopper. I love Heartstopper. Excited for volume 6 to come out this year. I think that there are only 2. Yeah. What is this about? I think they save monsters. Save monsters, save the world from monsters. Yeah, so previously they saved Earth from a surprise monster attack. And I think they're going to have to save the world again. And they work as a trio, and I think it's about them coming together as well. Getting kind of found family vibes. Oh, and I just read that it says, and they fight the monsters who may not be monsters at all. Okay, we'll change out the prompt. So, the prompt going on the wheel to replace graphic novel. We'll go for the prompt that fell on the floor. I'm going to have to buy some new graphic novels, I think. We have got a hardback book. Let me just change the prompt over. Okay, spin number 4 for prompt number 4. Always a fantastic prompt to have. We have a 5-star prediction. Got a few books in front of me, but I'm not sure, you know. Delivery Women, I want to read this, but it's very rare that I give short stories a 5-star because I think it's hard to love all of them at a 5-star level. The other one that I really wanted to get on my TBR this month is Green Glass House, because it's wintry, but I'll be honest, I don't know if this would be a 5-star prediction. I think I'll enjoy it, but it's not one that I think that I would like love. So let me go and have a look at my shelves and see what I can find. So I'm back in my office to have a look. There are a couple jumping out on me that I think might be 5-star. So The Virgin Suicides is one that I think I would probably give 5 stars. The other one that is 7 Days in June. I know this is a second chance romance, which is my favourite trope in romance, and a lot of the time I give those 5-star because I just love it. The kind of thing I give 5-star is like feministy, ragey books, if that makes sense. Another one I could give 5-star, this is a book seat by the way, is Really Good Actually. It's been out for a while now, but I heard lots of good things about that. I think it's going to be The Virgin Suicides. For 5-star prediction, I've gone for The Virgin Suicides. I have been meaning to read this for a long time, and this is one I picked up from the car boom right at the end of the year. I know that we follow the 5 Lisbon sisters, or we get to know about her 5 Lisbon sisters, and I think this is the boys, now men, that knew the Lisbon sisters are kind of really wanting to find out what happened to them. So that's what they try and do. Why did these sisters take their own lives? I know a lot of people enjoyed this read. Obviously, I think it's going to be a little bit harrowing in places, but I'm excited to read it nonetheless. Okay, we've got one more prompt to do, and so far, this is an amazing TBR for January. So the last prompt to go on the wheel for January is, take this green one from the middle, Friend Chooses. Now, I've been craving fantasy, so let's see, because at the moment I don't have any fantasy on here, so let's see if I can find a fantasy read to add with this last spin. So spin number 5 for book number 5. And sorry, that noise you can hear is my dog making her bed. Random word generator. This is gonna really take the choice out of my hands. I hardly bought any books last year, so this is the least amount of books I've had on my TBR. I've still got around 100 books on my TBR, unread TBR that is. But yeah, random word generator. I could literally get anything. I think I'll be surprised if we do it with the first word. So let me go and find a random word generator, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so I've got a random word generator. Let's see if how soon we can find a book with the word insurance. I think it's very unlikely that I have a book with the word insurance. Hold on, I'm gonna do 3. Let me get my notepad. So insurance. Let's go with options. I'll try and do the first, in order. So if I don't have a book with the word insurance on the cover, should we go for the title? What does it say? Random word generator. Maybe I'll just try and find the word, so it could be in the blurb. This is going to be a lot of reading. Let's do it 2 more times. We've got 3 options. So doing it. Oh, we got the word bar, which might be easier. I've never had this prompt before, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. Okay, and the last one. Button. I was going to say this is so random, but that is the point of the prompt. Okay, I've written those down. We'll try and find insurance, then bar, then button. Wish me luck. I'll record on my phone as we go. Okay, so I'm back in the book seat. I'm going to start by looking at titles. So we're looking for insurance. Has anyone ever had a book with the word insurance in the title? Because I think that's really hard. Got these ones hidden behind there. Nope. What was the next word? Bar. I don't think I've got any. I think I have like one with the word pub. Nope. And the word button. Oh my gosh. Okay, I read blurbs, titles, anything, and I couldn't find any of those 3 words. So I'm going to do it 3 more times to see what we get. Hopefully we find a word soon. Grip. That might be in a blurb somewhere. I'm thinking the phrase like get a grip, but I don't know where that would be. Okay. Like, that's got to be on surely a blurb, if not on a title. Okay, the last one. Voucher. I mean, I don't think that's going to be in there, but we'll write it down. Okay, 3 new words. Wish me luck. Let's have a look at some of my fantasies to see if... Oh, hold on, I just saw this one, which might have the word bar in it. No. Okay. Right, what am I looking for? Grip, like, voucher. A lot of my fantasies are up on the floor. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, that took me forever. I mean like a good half an hour. So I went with the word like in the end. Couldn't find any titles. But we've got Dodie's Secrets for the Mad, because on here the first sentence on the top says, when I feel like I'm going mad, I write. This has been on my shelves for years and years and years. So it's nice to get to it and add a non-fiction into the mix. This is about the musician Dodie and some of the struggles she's gone through and how she used music to help her get through that and influenced her songwriting. Not a TBR that I'm mad about. We didn't get fantasy in there. We've got a very pink and white stack actually. These are the books that I'm reading for January to kick off a new reading year. Have you read any of these? If so, what did you think? What book should I start with? I'm actually going to stay in a cabin. I travel tomorrow morning in Yorkshire, so I've got 3 nights in a cabin. So I'm going to be doing plenty of reading and lots of time in walking and in the bath. It's going to be quite a cosy, relaxing time, and I'm going to film it as well. So that should be the next video to follow this one. So I'm going to be taking some of these to the cabin with me. I'm probably going to take, which I can't read 4 books, but I'm leaning towards these 4 for a bit of variety. So we've got 2 novels, a non-fiction and a graphic novel. Might be quite a nice 4 to take, but then sure, I may as well just... I'm not going to read 5 books in 3 days, Rose. That's insane. Yeah, I'll probably take these 4. I won't read all 4, but I can make a good chunk of the way through them. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And if you are the first time here and you enjoyed my TBR game, there are a few videos to go back and watch if you enjoyed it, because I started this game towards the end of 2025. Until I see you again, have a really lovely day, and I'll see you really soon.